I'm not really a political person. Heck, I'm barely a person. So this has nothing to do with America's new president. I tweeted a bit and put some stuff on Facebook that summarised my feelings on that matter, so that's not what this is about. As you can probably guess, this is about comics. It always is. In 1980, Captain America first considered running for president in issue 250. Now more recently, in the Ultimate Universe, he ran and was elected, but this story that I'm going to discuss is in the mainstream continuity. It was an idea that was suggested to him by Mr. Underwood, a man in charge of a new political party. His party is considered to be a bit of a joke, but Underwood believes that would change with Cap, a living legend, at the helm. Cap is humbled, but he initially shrugs it off, saying that he'll think about it. However, it doesn't take long before the interaction is leaked to the media. Of course, it hits the headlines, and soon everyone believes that Captain America will be running in the election. He's surprised by the public reaction to the news, and it's his American supporters that make him genuinely consider doing it. He points out that he has no political experience, and he thinks that it's crazy that anyone would even consider him for the position. He questions why anyone would vote for a man in a mask, but the response is that it's better than voting for some crook who doesn't wear a mask. Everyone trusts Captain America, and they all consider him to be a hero as well. Back at Avengers Mansion, he discusses the topic with his teammates. Iron Man and Vision are against the idea, but the Wasp and Beast both have his back. This all leaves him with a lot to consider, but the world awaits his decision with bated breath. So after a bit of time alone, he organises a convention so that he may address the public. When the crowds have all gathered and then calmed down, he tells them that he has a great respect for the position, that it is one of the most important jobs in the world. He understands that the president must be ready to negotiate and to compromise 24 hours a day to preserve the republic at all costs. He realises that as president, he would need to work within that framework, and thus it is his belief that his duty to the American dream would severely limit any abilities that he may have to preserve the actual reality. He says that we all must live in that reality, as grim as it may be at times. But it is the dream, the hope that we could have something greater, that makes the reality worth living. When he joined the army, he made a pledge to uphold the dream, and as long as the dream remains even partially unfulfilled, he cannot abandon it. Therefore, he cannot be a candidate. Whew, that was a lot of words and a lot of feelings. You have to imagine that he said all that, but with much more gravitas than I just did. I am no Captain America. So there you have it. In conclusion, he refuses because he wants to represent something that's bigger than politics. He decided he didn't want to be president. He wanted to continue his life as an Avenger, as a hero to the people. He wants to continue to serve the American dream, but not in that way, not in the way that the people want him to. Serving America is an idea that's deep in his soul, but so is being a soldier. He'd rather fight for a better tomorrow than to preserve what we currently have. I thought this was a really cool story, and maybe you do too. What is also cool is that it ends on this really neat quote from John F. Kennedy. "The courage of life is often a less dramatic spectacle, but it is no less a magnificent mixture of triumph and tragedy. A man does what he must in spite of personal consequences, in spite of obstacles and dangers and pressures. And that is the basis of all human morality." If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it and subscribe to my channel for more geeky good stuff just like this.